Hey everyone, how's it going? Mike here from Jam on History, and I have been kind of on hiatus for a little bit, and once school started, and I coach football, so it's been kind of crazy. But I figure I'd come at you with a video for today of some recent finds and kind of the direction and where I want the channel to go. So here we go. I'm here in my newly designed record room. I'll give a room tour in the next couple of weeks of everything that I'm using equipment wise, as well as how I organize and just kind of my whole listening setup. Those are always fun to watch. But figure we'll just kind of start off with just kind of a couple of recent finds, a couple of them which connect back to my last video on 1991, the year that really grunge broke out, and a whole slew of music came out in that year. So let's get started. First is my first find. And I just got this in the other day. This is Tripping Daisy, I Am an Elastic Firecracker. This is for their 30th anniversary. Cool story about this album. First, Tripping Daisy, they're kind of like neo-psych, alternative. They're from that, mid-90s genre of alternative music. They are a Texas-based band, and you could absolutely hear their Texas psych influences, wrapped into this record. Most notably, a lot of the same vibes and the same nuances of 13th floor elevators. So think 13th floor elevators coupled with a 90s alternative aesthetic vibe, driving guitars, but still that great fuzz guitar that's in the backing, but with those 90s vocals pressured into that. So it's a double LP, 45 RPM it's pressed on. And it kind of comes with this cool OV strip, which is kind of neat. And what's interesting about this is that I pre-ordered this picket back in the spring, and it was supposed to be released in July, I think right around July 17th, and it never showed up. They are on Good Records to Go. So this is on Good Records to Go. And what happened was, so they had some production delays on it, but, pretty cool thing that the band did. They're really this band in the past, year or so they've been on tour. I missed them right here in New York City, which I'm kind of bummed about. But Tim DeLaughter, he actually signed all the pre-orders as a, kind of kickback from the band for having to wait for the record to be released. So really good. It's on like this brown, black splatter swirl vinyl. So definitely, if you're into 90s alternative, neo-psych, I would definitely come and pick this one up. It's a good one. Now, these aren't new releases, but they're kind of new to me, and it's 2 box sets. So my last video that we did was on 1991, and it was more of a podcast. So I was talking about Guns N' Roses, Metallica, probably, then you have Pearl Jam 10 that came out. You have Nirvana. Nirvana's Nevermind also came out that same year. Plus, countless others that I'm forgetting to mention. Soundgarden came out with their release Bad Motor Finger, but I'm kind of going in reverse order here of things that I got. So first one is kind of coming off that theme of 1991 is this big guy right here. And this is the Metallica self-titled, black album, whatever you want to call it. This is their super deluxe box set. And this thing is just killer. For this year, as pertains to Metallica and thrash metal, this really helped this album itself commercialized metal. Okay. Especially with the MTV, the popularity of MTV, music videos, and hitting those singles, it was really cool. So, people have shown this before, but it comes with a slew of trinkets in here, which is all very cool. LPs, DVDs, Blu-rays, CDs, picture discs. The book itself is awesome. Here's the actual vinyl itself, which is kind of neat. The remastered copy on black vinyl. I'm not sure if the Walmart exclusive, this is on black, if the Walmart exclusive is the same pressing or not, but I figured this was such an important album to metal, but also to me personally. I wanted to have this box set. I actually bought it used off of Marketplace, got a really good deal on it. So really good stuff here. Stuff from Rip Magazine, their tour book from '92. Just all kinds of really neat Metallica nostalgia all wrapped up into this super deluxe box set. So if you're into Metallica and that whole genre, definitely pick this one up. And kind of going off that same thread of Metallica, not in 1991, but still my favorite Metallica album of all time, and that's Injustice for All. Okay, so this is their super deluxe box set. I want to get Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All, and of course Master, but Master of Puppets is so expensive and just really hard to find. It's been out of print. But what I really like here is, besides all like the remastered copy, all the other trinkets that come in at the same type of thing, a live album, I believe it's live in Seattle. It came with this picture disc. This is the one picture disc, okay? And a lot of this art was some of my favorite Metallica art of all time. It was done by Pusshead, Harvester of Sorrow. Those singles, like the artwork for that is just awesome. I remember having those t-shirts when I was a kid. So Metallica, the two Metallica albums, and the Tripping Daisy. Tripping Daisy I actually saw live. First time I ever heard them was with, they actually opened up for Def Leppard on the Adrenalize tour in 1996, so I got to see them. And then lastly, I'm going to pull this one out. This is another 1991 gem, okay, a deluxe. This is the Use Your Illusion 1, Use Your Illusion 2 box set, and it came, again, with all kinds of little trinkets, little booklets, all that stuff. This album sounds fantastic, okay? Both these albums do remastered, and it also comes with an orchestral piece, so it's a remastered November Rain with an orchestra behind it, which sounds really dope. I highly recommend this one if you're a GNR fan, as I am. This one has Matt Sorum on drums, replacing Steve Adler, as we all know. This was my favorite era, personally, and I'm sure I'll catch some flack from this, but I don't care, of Guns N' Roses. So 1991 really broke through with hard rock and metal, and then also clearly grunge music. Growing up in the 90s, I'm a big fan of grunge with Alice in Chains. Facelift, I believe, came out that same year as well. So just a lot of great music came out in 1991. A couple pieces here that I shared, but I would definitely, pick these up if you're into that. And then also this Tripping Daisy album. So I'm trying to keep my videos short, just kind of getting to the point, but this channel is going to be geared towards more of the history behind it and the impact that it has on American history, American culture, etc. I'll probably be coming out. My next video will be on the Springsteen stuff that I've picked up. I picked up the new Tracks 2 vinyl box set, which is amazing. I think my favorite track on there is Unsatisfied Heart. I don't remember which album in the box set it's off of. I would have to double check on that. But I'm also pre-ordered. I'm looking forward to that coming out in the next couple of weeks. Is the Nebraska 82. That album is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to Nebraska Remastered that's on there. That's going to be, I've heard a couple tracks from it, and that's going to be awesome. So again, thanks for stopping in. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Help keep the channel rolling, and we'll see you soon. Take care. This is Mike from Jam on Vinyl. Be good.